Welcome. Coalition Vans have just built this pretty damn good Mercedes Vario. I'm going to give you a tour around it, but first we're going to have a look around the outside. So we've not done any of the painting on this. This was already a converted van when it came into us. What we've done is we've ripped it all out and started again. I'll post some photos of what it looks like now. As you can see, it was a very rustic looking van, been built by a few people, bits added on over the years, but we've ripped it out. And this is a pile of rubbish that we've made while ripping it out. But now, this is what it looks like inside. Come and have a look. In fact, I'm going to tell you first about some things we've done to the outside. We fitted a SkyMax skylight to the back, which means you could potentially have access to the outside of the van through the skylight. But also we've added two big solar panels, and I believe there's 820 watts 820 watts on the roof, which is a massive amount of solar actually, but this did have quite a lot of space on the roof. So we've got one that goes this way, mounted straight to the roof, and then we've got one on the roof bars which goes sideways, crossways across there. Come on in, Ali. Right, so the layout of this van is very unique. There's a few things that this van needed to keep and we had to work around it. So the first thing is these two seats here. Because they have 4 people in this van, 3 passengers, we've got this seat that had to stay. So we had to work around this, which meant that the kitchen had to remain a certain size, but we managed to fit a kitchen here as well. So it actually has 2 kitchen work surfaces, one for cooking, one for washing up, essentially. Above here we've got cupboards, open on magnets and lock on magnets. We've got no handles because there is no need for any handles. You just push that and the magnets open and close like that, which means it's got a nice sort of modern minimalist kind of look to it. We've got induction hob because this thing's got a mega battery, 460 Fogstar battery. In fact, it might have got the 560 Fogstar battery, I believe. So it's got a big battery in it. So no gas, which is what it used to have before, all electric, induction hob, and we've got a fridge here, Dometic fridge, more under cupboard storage in there, a couple of shelves, and then we've got a cupboard here to this side, which again is just filling a space. The thing with this van is that it already had a diesel heater installed, and we didn't want to disturb that because it's quite a good brand, but it was in a place, and again we don't want to drill any. We've had to fill quite a lot of holes underneath this van because of the old layout. We don't want to make any more holes in it. So the diesel heater was where it was. So we've had to work around it, which means it's boxed in. And the pipework runs behind the kitchen out to here. It also runs into the shower as well as a bit of a drying room. Fitting in with the minimalist kind of look we've gone for, we've got this plug socket here which pops up out of the worktop, which means we don't have any unnecessary holes drilled anywhere, and that it just sits there with USB ports, and again it's quite hidden. The controller for the diesel heater is here also. We've had these curtains made by DCP Interiors, and that is essentially the first kitchen, the cooking kitchen. Moving on to the second kitchen or first kitchen, whichever way you want to prioritise them. We've got 2 giant cupboards under here, and then again 2 overheads on push magnets there. We've got the Renogy inverter on and off switch here, and then the Renogy control panel for water pump, lights and fridge. You can turn these off like so, and then the fridge, and then we've got 240 sockets and USB ports there. It's got quite a big sink, 400 by 400, and also we've made this chopping board that goes on top of there, which covers that sink completely, so you can use it as a full worktop. Hot and cold running water courtesy of Bobble Vans. We didn't want to disturb the shower too much because that in itself is a much bigger job. But what we did do is we redid the shower. You may be able to see inside here. We've relined the top of the shower because it was wooden cladding and it was getting quite damp. We've fitted a new high pressure shower head, which is here. Rerouted the power for the lights and the fan, and redirected the diesel heater outlet as well as cleaning it all out, and also plumbing that into a new wastewater tank, which is where the sink waste goes as well. So they didn't have a wastewater tank before, it's now got one. Moving to the back of the van, this is where it gets a bit cramped for filming because of the shower and everything. But the idea behind this van was, when the van was built, as you saw from the photos at the beginning, the back of this van was blocked off completely, and it was a high bed with not a lot of headroom. Now we've created a low bed which lifts up into 2 seats. So now you can walk all the way out to the back of the van. You can have the back doors open, you can sit or you can have the back doors open and lay in bed. And it also has 2 double beds. Now this table here pops down into a slot down there. That will fall forward and it will turn into 2 double beds. So when they're with the children, they can have separate beds and sleep comfortably. Beforehand, it had some sort of like coffin bed which slotted underneath the main double bed. It was very enclosed. It was all right, but it wasn't the most pleasant place to sleep. I'm gonna now change it all into the other mode basically, and you can see how it looks now. So, as you can see now, this is in the seat mode. Now, it wouldn't always be in seat mode. The main point of this section is to be a bed, with the option of then putting it up if you want to. So, as a seat, it is a little bit higher than you would normally have it. Now, the reason why we made one higher than the other is because when they're both down as beds, just going to be like one big bed, and adults and children sharing a bed. Some families might not like that. So, we made this one a little bit higher. It means that they've got more storage underneath, and also it's more like a conventional van bed where it is a little bit higher. This seating area is a lot lower, which is a lot more normal. So let's just say that the adults went on holiday on their own. They can have this bed down permanently and then still have their seating area and their table to eat their food and all that kind of thing. So it functions in many different ways. The main function of it is that these back doors are now going to be able to be utilised, because in this van there's no other entry or exit other than the driver and passenger door. Beforehand, in the old layout, that was the only way in and out of the back. Now they've got big double doors, and again I'll show you the big double doors from the outside shortly, but when these are open, it's such a nice space to either be laid or to be sat, and you can have the, you know, a beach or a forest or a mountain range or whatever it is out the back of your van, and it's really just cool. As I mentioned before, we've got this big skylight with the blackout blind on, so that can be totally closed off to keep it quite dark in here, and then it can be opened. A lovely starry night while you're laid in bed, mainly in summer. We've created a massive amount of storage for things like clothes and stuff out here either side, and especially on this side where it runs the full length of the van, which is 8 foot I think. And then we've got a spice rack style shelf in between the two. Again, the seats and everything have been done by DCP Interiors, who always help us out massively on all our projects. I'll quickly show you both beds down. Quickly show you both beds down so you can see how it would look if the family was sleeping. Oh. So this is the view from with the back doors open. If you were having a picnic or a barbecue or anything like that, we've got these exterior lights which turn on from a switch here. Ventilation for the electrics. All the electric components are in this box here, but only take up half of it, so there's still plenty of storage. That's quite a big space. This one is empty. Again, a ton of storage. Both beds are now down in their bed mode. And just like magic, I'm in the van. Massive double bed, and then a slightly smaller bed. In fact, this is a little bit bigger than a double, a little bit smaller than a double. But as a family, this is now a cool space to lounge out in an evening. Again, ordinarily, this one would probably be mainly a seating area, and that would be mainly a bed. Other key features to this, I don't know if you've noticed a key feature to this van, but it's all these lights. Now these are all custom made. This isn't some generic thing that you can buy from B&Q and just stick it on. This is all handmade, all hand cut for this van. Just like everything at Coalition Vans, nothing's CNC machined, nothing is prefabbed or pre-made or generic. We don't have our kit for a Sprinter, our kit for a Citroen Relay, our kit for a Vario. Every cut in this van has been cut for this van, scribed to fit this van, which is why we are a bit more unique and we build bespoke for our van. We don't just build units and sell them. We also did some modifications to the front. We did some tidying up. So all of this has been carpeted all the front. Some of this was like tired brown trim, which was a bit dated. But now we've carpeted it all. We've added this light here as a bit of a reading light, driving light, and also a switch here which turns on the stereo and the reverse camera, which we've also added in for the customer as an additional extra. And these all run off the leisure battery as well, so whilst camping, if they want their music on, they can leave their music on and not worry about it draining the main battery of the van. So everything's been thought about quite a lot to make sure that this is a really cool place for camping, but also staying in it longer term as well.
Hey, so indeed, from the indeed, yeah, hey, yeah. I see you looking like a a snack, let me see some. You are the wifey type, baby, you could be one. Let me change your life, I could show you many reasons, different seasons. Hop in my bag and I stay in it, hit from the back and I stay in it. He is not damn, don't play with him. She is not damn, don't play with her. I got a R-O-D, she got a P-N-C. Baby girl, you know you was made for me. Hop in my bag and I stay in it, hit from the back and I stay in it. He is not damn, don't play with him. She is not damn, don't play with her. I got a R-O-D, she got a P-N-C. Baby girl, you know you was made for me.
Hopping away and I stay in it. I beat it up, I don't play in it. I bust it up, then lay in it. Let's go again, you okay with it? I'm parked up, valeting it. Shoot my shot and I'm draining it. I'm Steph Curry, ain't playing this. I don't know what you cost, but I'm paying it. All options, I'm weighing it. If I'm going in, I'm staying in. A king bag, come laying it. Day and night, it's the way of life. I'll weigh you out, then take you out to the Waffle House for some steak and eggs. Pulling up, then we hopping out. Got you walking out with the wobble legs. Wait, girl, and I peeped you looking like a baddie, you a diva. Pretty face, caramel skin like a Leah. Saw that fatty poking from the back like Serena. So let me see some.
Hop in my bag and I stay in it, hit from the back and I stay in it. He's not damn, don't play with him. She's not damn, don't play with her. I got a R-O-D, she got a P-N-C. Baby girl, you know you was made for me. Hop in my bag and I stay in it, hit from the back and I stay in it. He's not damn, don't play with him. She's not damn, don't play with her. I got a R-O-D, she got a P-N-C. Baby girl, you know you was made for me. Yeah, bad little John, she pressure. Know that I got you forever. Love her, she got it together. Switching it up when she want. Yeah, I seen it the day that I met her. Rocking it up.